Welcome to Fireproof TV. I'm your host, Moe McCoy, where we bring you real stories, real talent, real game that you can't ignore. So let's go. I got a special guest in the house, my brother from another mother. Man, we've been kicking it for I don't know how many years, but let me introduce, my brother, one of the illest DJs, producers in the world, my brother DJ NAPP. What's happening, NAPP?
What's going on, bro?
Man, I just had to get you on here, man, and let people know about all the good things you got going on, bro. And we we a million miles apart, so we had to do this on you know live, you know what I mean, from the comfort of where we at. You did. So let's jump right into it, bro. um
Okay.
First off, who is DJ NAPP, and how would you describe yourself as an artist and producer?
Well, DJ Knapp is more than a producer. Um, I'm a storyteller through sound. Sometimes, well, I'm someone, man, who turns pain, my growth, and real life experiences into music people can feel. I'm here to inspire as well as entertain.
Real talk. So what does the title Grady represent? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Uh what got you started in music production?
Hmm. Man, that go back to 90s when like when we was younger, man. Um, just seeing influence. Like I had family that was doing music. I was just like, man, I need to get into that. I like the way people responding to what they was doing. I'm like, I would like to try that and see how it goes. And you know, also, when also seeing you guys when we were younger, y'all didn't have nobody making beats for y'all for real. And well, you did. Well, you did, but I mean, I did. I was like, man, I'm gonna try making beats and just like hopefully get a group one day, my own group. And then, that's how we became, NAPP was. We just like, I mean, well, not, that was part of it, but it was like, it wasn't part of it, y'all was in school and then y'all got together in school and we all met up together and we just became a group. Because I had two people, with the Justin and, with Meech playing drums and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we had like rocking the instrumentals. So I was like, man, shoot, just make your own, have your own beats. And then just, it all just came together. That's one of the things that got me started for real.
So when did you realize when you had the real ear for making hits?
Hmm. Also, after we got done with our first, the first album, the Aim for the Sky album,
Mm-hmm.
and like, like people just, we were making, we were doing shows, and people, I mean, a lot of people came to the shows because of us. They wanted to hear what we had, so I just, I'm like, yeah, I got, a song like, their lines and my beat patterns and styles. I'm like, yeah, we would create hits. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Um, who influenced your sound early on?
Oh man, early on, I mean, then I would say Leo and Foods and DJ Sean Ski of UK, um, DJ Spin, that was his name, Mike Cason. It was a friend of mine, rest in peace to him, and also a friend of mine was cool named Vermont. And that was his brother, rest in peace to him too. We used to high school house and Spin be in the basement, scratching, mixing, making pause tapes, reviewing things. I met, or we always knew video friends, we knew them, but we didn't, we wasn't around them, And we got around them, and we knew them, they, a lot of them, showing me how to, put stuff in order, you know what I'm saying? Like, with the beat wise, like, sequencing. Oh, but hold on, I gotta give it out of video, too. I can't give it out of video freeze, I'm sorry. Let me go back. I gotta say Izzy, too. Izzy Dope, that's the cat that really put me in front of me. I'm sorry. Uh, Izzy was the first one that put me in front of EPS, and was like, you start with the beat, you gotta do it like this. And you mess up, you gotta start over. And I'm like,
Yeah,
damn. And if it messed up, I mean, after races, start over. So I gotta give it to Izzy. I talked to him the other day too.
yeah.
Um,
Shout out to Izzy Dope, man. Family,
mm,
man, one of the illest. Dirt Sound. Shout out to Dirt
yeah,
Sound.
yeah, yep. I gotta give Izzy. He's the first one, and then Sean, I mean, then Sean Ski and Video and Freeze, and then you know, the rest follow like that. Um, and that's what really my influences. And then also that was local. Um, National, I would say Premier. I always like DJ Premier. Laura Finesse, the East Coast sound. Then also with some Midwest stuff. I also like. I had that down. I like that bass. I used to use a lot of bass, deep bass sounds. So I didn't say all over. You know,
Yeah.
those are my
Word
influences.
up.
You
So, how would you describe your production style today?
know, I'll say soulful, hard, intentional. I bring hip hop, R&B, soul. I bring everything together. Rock, blues, um, and a little pain. In every track. My song is about feeling. Not just vibes.
Word up. So let's talk about your new album, Grady. What inspired that project?
Man, Grady is personal. It's his legacy. Legacy just doing music. Growth. I mean, struggle. You know, um, financial struggles, physical struggles, mental struggles, all kinds of struggles. And just a little bit of everything just mixed into one. And elevation. You know, uh, because we put everything I've been through just in one body of work.
Dope, dope. So, what does the title Grady represent?
It represents transformation, becoming greater than where I came from.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Just where I came from, how the pain and just struggles and changed and got better. I just like I'm better now. I'm happy. I enjoy life more.
Word. So, what kind of story, or kind of vibe or story does the album tell?
Like I said, it's a journey. Like I said before, it's a journey. It's pain, just pain, reflection, confidence, healing, and of course, growth. That's it's not just an album, man. It's a life experience. I mean, it's got hip hop, hard hip hop. It got some, you know, that bounce. It's got some West Coast, and it's got just it's got that the emo stuff. Emo. Then it goes back down to just some R&B. Like just how life been. Like with experiences I've been through with with relationships, love, and um, the pain of relationships, and just stuff like that.
Word. Um, how is this project different from your previous work?
Well, it's a little different. Um, Previous work, I mean, it was more. I mean, it was still lyrical. I just didn't put everything. Really put like I mean, with me, well, for me, everything else was like what the artist I was working with was doing. Mine was just the beats. The beats really couldn't, you know, tell a story too much, you know.
Mhm. Do you have a favorite track on the album?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got one. What is it? Of course, the internet with Shadow and Shadow the Source and Sid Swift. That's one of my favorites. And I guess another one I'll say it's kind of off. It'll be one with like it's really just a beat or just like it's a jazz beat. And all the songs over there, all the songs on there are great, great songs, good songs. Well, it wasn't, stand up the most in my mind, just the ear lapping and the one, it's a jazz type beat. It's a beat, it's got some horn playing in it. It's lyrics, but it's just, a jazz song, the jazz songs, it's got horn, someone blowing a horn, doing the lyrics and stuff like that. So I like that one. That's little group I got. My group I just made called. Started was called XO Collective. They just it's a group. Singers. You know, rappers, and they're just and just me. In a band. So
Oh,
working on it. Yep.
any standout collaborations on Grady?
Standout collaborations on Grady. Huh. That's hard to answer, man. Because like,
You definitely got Sid Swift and Shadow.
yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, one with standout collaborations. I'll say the other one that the DuckTales. I gotta say DuckTales. Man,
Yeah,
you and
me,
you
me and Dre Banks. Shout out to Dre Banks.
yeah, Jerry Banks.
The DuckTales.
And
Yeah.
Dante. Yeah, that's a song with Dante.
Yep,
Dante.
Dante Young.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. Um, yeah, those actually I'm gonna still put Dante's song out next because that was the one I was gonna start it off with, but I was like, then you know, um the NAPP one, but yeah, I'm probably put the down one with Dante out next and probably go back and put another a hip hop one out after that.
Yeah.
So, can put DuckTales out, but I mean, I also could always put that back out again.
Yeah.
That one, but yeah.
So, what was the creative process like putting this album together?
Well, the music first. It's always the music first. Like then I made the beats. Then like with the melodies and all that stuff. I'm like, who can go in this? I just thought about it and I just like was grabbing people. Right here, I got this beat. Can you get on this beat? And beats is all. I just make beats, man. It's flow like that. I mean, I'll send you a beat and it's like it just automatically just it'll just get something comes out of it. It'll be dope because it's just merged together.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's always been like that. That's the beats are good. I mean, and it just, we just merge together and just work out.
Word. Word.
Mm.
How long did it take you to complete Grady?
Oh man. Well, this is a revamp version of Grady. The first version of it I had, but my computer ended up crashing, and I lost all of it, the original version of it. So I had to start back from scratch, and then it took probably about. You said how long it took, right? You said how long it took?
Yeah.
Yeah. It took. Yeah, it's been about almost a 2-year process.
Mm-hmm.
The person got, I lost that, then I started over, and then started from scratch. So it took me about almost a year to finish this version of it.
Okay. Um, what do you want listeners to feel when they hear about this album?
I want people to feel seen. You know,
Mm,
like they're not alone. I want them to feel inspired and keep going, no matter what happens. Just keep on going. You know, if you got music, you know, if you do music or anything, just put it out there. You know,
real talk.
even if you might not like it, somebody else is going to like it. That's from somebody told me that.
Hmm.
Somebody told me that. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Let's talk about the producer game. What makes a beat stand out in today's music industry?
oh man, it's the emotion. You know, your snare. I just posted something on Facebook about if your snare is not hitting right, it just don't make a good beat. Your snare's got to hit. So I say emotion, but anybody can make drums, but not everybody can make you feel something with those drums. You know, it ain't the kick, it ain't the bass, them drums, snares. The snare is really what it is. That snare ain't snapping.
Hmm.
It ain't.
Word up.
Yeah.
Um, do you build the beat first or work around the artist's vision?
A lot of times, I mean, I just build around the beat first.
Hmm.
Um, but then if an artist that has a vision, I mean, I will listen. I listen to it and try to do some creative process, with that. See what I come up with, and then we'll just go from there.
Word up. Um, what's your go-to studio setup?
Huh. Um, right now, I use my machine, my machine studio. It's hooked up. It's computer based, so I got all my sounds on the computer. But eventually, I want to go back to the other way where I don't have to use a computer. Just go directly just into the sampler. The sample, put the turntables, or if I want to sample off a computer, yeah, but not use the computer as my. Only time I use a computer is I use a Pro Tools or something like that, but not like we're making the beats because it's man making beats on a computer. I mean, if you ain't got a Mac, if you use a PC, even for a high level PC, and if you put a lot of sound in it and effects, it still starts sounding choppy. That's why it's best to get a Mac to do that. But yeah, just a machine, a computer. I use computer based right now and turntable. Got a MIDI keyboard.
So, what's one mistake artists make when working with producers?
There's one mistake. Okay, not being fully prepared.
Mm.
Now, the producer gives you the beat and write to it. You write to it and just get it together, get your rhymes together with it. And just give at least a sort of format for until we go to the studio, how we align everything up. I just dislike when the artist comes to the studio not prepared mentally and with their music. I mean, you had a beat for weeks and then you still don't get,
Yeah,
and people messed up. I mean, you stumble and stuff. Like you should be stumbling after weeks of just doing it. I mean, you say you had a beat for like 3 weeks, and if you practicing it every day and rehearsing it every day, all your songs, it should be pretty straight when you go in there.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
how mistakes at.
yeah. You're right because you gotta know your stuff,
And then you
especially
stuff.
if you're spending money in the studio. You can't be in there trying to write your rhyme in the studio. I mean, most people ain't that talented. I would have to say.
Yeah. It's also, I mean, just like even if you're out of talented, you still got to look at every time you're in the studio, you're burning money.
Yep,
You
real
know,
talk.
so.
So, what advice would you give to an upcoming producer that's trying to break in?
Stay consistent. Just put stuff out. Like you said, if you don't like it, somebody's gonna like it. You make music for you first, and then for the people.
Yeah.
So just stay consistent. Don't be scared to just go out the box. One thing is like a lot of producers stay in a certain lane for so long. They start off 20 years ago with that sound, and then 20 years later, they still got that same sound. They're scared to go out the box. Go out that box. Try something different. Get some new fans. But they do that because they're comfortable. So, I get it. I mean, they're comfortable in that lane, stay in the lane. But if you want new fans and enjoy stuff, I mean, something different, create other stuff. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, but people, your peers or people are, he sold out. He made, this type of music now. Okay, what type of lane it is now?
Yeah, for real.
I mean, you still can make that type of our type of music. Where we grew up on, not a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it. Yeah.
All right. So, what's next for DJ NAPP after Grady? More music, more collaborations, or something bigger?
More music, more collaborations, building a bigger platform. Just working on some stuff. My company, EST.1976 Entertainment, is about creating opportunities. Especially for artists who need a voice. So that's what I'm doing.
Right. Now it's time for our rapid fire section.
Okay.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. All right. Producer or artist?
Producer.
Favorite producer of all time?
Me.
Favorite DAW?
Logic. Yeah, Logic. Logic.
Trap or boom bap?
Man, that's from the area from. I gotta say boom bap.
Yeah. Tough. Studio or stage?
Both.
Word.
The studio is where you build the music.
Mm-hmm. Favorite track on Grady?
That's what the NAPP one.
NAPP, yeah.
Yeah. NAPP.
Yeah. Day or night session?
Night.
Go-to instrumental or sound? I mean, go-to instrument or sound?
Okay. I was just saying, I say rolls. Like that keyboard Stevie Wonder always use that rolls sound. Rolls. Yep. Rolls. I'm saying it wrong. Rolls. Keys. Yep.
All right. One word to describe your sound.
Soulful.
Word. Dream artist to produce for?
Dream artist food produce. Yeah, produce for. I would like to do something for. This is weird to say. Jill Scott.
Oh, dope.
Jill Scott. I like. Yeah.
All right. Biggest pet peeve in the studio?
Man, wasted studio time.
Yeah.
Oh man, wasting studio time. I don't care if it's free or it's paid for. It's free, especially if it's free and it's wasted. Oh man,
Word.
that's disrespectful.
Word. Um, headphones or speakers?
I like to create music with headphones. I'm sorry, with speakers. Speakers.
Analog or digital?
Analog,
Streaming or radio?
both.
Money or legacy?
Of course, we all gonna say money, but it really the legacy.
Word.
You know,
Awards or respect?
well, it depends on what state I'm in. You know? No, hey, I'm gonna say that. Uh, Here in Michigan, or right here where we at in Grand, that's where I'm at. I take awards.
Word.
Other places, respect.
Okay. One word for the music industry.
Competitive.
Advice in one sentence.
Stay true to your sound and never quit.
Your mission in one sentence.
To inspire and open doors through music.
Word up. All right. Very last question. What do you want to be remembered for?
Uh, Changing lives through sound.
Dope. All right. NAPP, thank you for coming on the podcast, man, and sharing this information. And man, tell people how they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on Facebook slash DJ Franklin DJ Nap Kendrick or DJ Nap. You can go on Instagram at DJ Nap 76 and the same for TikTok. I don't use TikTok right now, but I will start getting on there more. But yeah, that's where you can reach me at. Oh, and
All right.
also, if you want to book me, you can hit me at Kendrick Franklin with two words at gmail.com. You also can call me at 616-929-3650. You know, I do travel. So hit me.
All right. You already know what it is. Fireproof TV with Moe McCoy. Shout out to DJ NAPP. Make sure y'all go stream Grady right now. We bringing you real music, real stories every time. Let's go. We out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Cool.